So it really is hard to deny the greatness of Justin freaking Jefferson. He is wide receiver 1 in the National Football League, and that's not even a subjective opinion. That is very much objective, where he's breaking records through the first 3 seasons of his career. He's quickly going to become the highest paid receiver in NFL history, rightfully so, and everything that he's gotten so far through all the stats were, hey, he would have had another 1,500-yard season if Zimmer let him start the first 2 games of 2020, but anyway, but rightfully the reigning defending offensive player of the year, MVP finalist, and yes, Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the game, and if you don't agree with that, you're wrong. Like, how does that feel? Enter the soon-to-be canceled ESPN radio morning show, Keyshawn, Jay Will, and Max Kellerman. I mean, bring back Mike and Mike. But I digress. So, Keyshawn Johnson, host on there, right? And former number 1 overall pick by the Jets from back in the day, won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, 3-time Pro Bowler, all that stuff, the pride of USC. So he's the host on there, right? And he's got some big opinions, throw me the damn ball, all that stuff. And you would think that this man would have a clue of what it's like to be a star NFL receiver, right? Even though, hey, how does it feel? You were the number 1 overall pick back in the day, and the Jets fan love Wayne Corbett more than you. Woo. Happens, man. But again, you would think that Keyshawn Johnson, despite being the uncle of Michael Thomas, would have an idea of who is the best receivers in the game. You would think that, right? But I don't know what it is. Again, it's the national media jabroni haircut syndrome, where I have respect for Keyshawn Johnson as a player. I'm sure that if he wasn't on ESPN radio, he would be fine. But he released just a mind-melting, horrible, scorching hot take. So he put out his list of the top 5 receivers in the National Football League, and he's got Tyreek, Davante Adams, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, and A.J. Brown. Somebody's missing. Something's sort of missing from this list. I don't understand it. So he went through all these names, and he gave his rationale. He compared Tyreek Hill to Randy Moss for whatever reason. He was really excited about Davante Adams with Jimmy Garoppolo, even though Jimmy G may not even play it down for the Raiders this year if he can't pass his physical. But that's immaterial at this point, I guess. But so again, there's hot takes for the sake of having hot takes, but I actually think that he believes this. I actually think that he believes that Justin Jefferson, the receiver who led the league in receptions, who led the league in yards, was an MVP finalist. I'm sure that he actually believes that Justin Jefferson is in the top 5 receiver. And after he did up his top 5, he did address, he's like, everyone will say, well, where's Justin Jefferson? Where's Cooper Kupp? And that's really all he said about it. And Max Kellerman, so Kellerman was on the show with him today. Jay Will was off. But Kellerman didn't even be like, what? He didn't even put up the counterpoint of, where is Justin Jefferson? Where is the guy who won 2/3 of the Triple Crown last year? Where is the guy who legitimately flirted with 2K? Also, so Keyshawn was hyping up Tyreek Hill. He's like, hey, Tyreek was flirting with 2K before Tua got hurt. Tua got hurt mid-season, man. What about the guy who legitimately had a shot at 2,000 yards, the first player to do it with 2 weeks left in the season? But then it happened. But again, Kellerman didn't even do the whole radio thing, the point counterpoint rebuttal thing, where it's just like, yeah. And Kellerman said, if I had Jefferson on my list, I'd put him about 4 or 5. Kellerman needs to stick to boxing. I mean, this is just stupid and ridiculous. And again, we rally against the national media jabroni haircuts because they just have no clue. They have no idea. And the bias against the Vikings is real. And you have to be so intentionally dense to leave Justin Jefferson off of a top 5 list. You're telling me right now, you would take A.J. Brown over Justin Jefferson. A.J. Brown's a stud, don't get me wrong. Or the leftovers of Davante Adams. Or Jamar Chase. Even though I'm pretty sure it's illegal in 49 states and 2 territories that you cannot mention Justin Jefferson without bringing up Jamar Chase. Because that's what everyone does. Right? Going back to the LSU days. And also, you're telling me right now, Stephon Diggs, who was upset with his role with the Bills, you take him over JJ, please. And also, Tyreek Hill. No. So, again, it's... it's something that it sounds like we're beating a dead horse here, but again, either they're stupid or they're liars. One of the two. And the bias against Vikings players, Vikings coaches, Vikings culture, and just you would think that Justin Jefferson would be immune to that because of his greatness, but apparently not. Apparently not. So they're either stupid and legitimately thinking that JJ isn't a top 5 receiver, or they're lying. It's one of the two things, because it honestly ain't the truth. That's all we know. But no wonder the show's getting canceled. But whatever, man. Anyways, it's just so frustrating. It's just so frustrating. And, a lot of people ask, why do you care so much about what the national media jabronis think about the Vikings? It's because the casual fan in middle America who maybe doesn't pay attention to every single game and live and die with every single Viking snap like we do, that's where this is where they get their information. This is where they get their opinions. Their thing is like, oh, well, it's ESPN radio, so it's very prestigious, and this show is never getting canceled. So, Keyshawn Johnson used to be a receiver in the league, so obviously he knows what he's talking about. Oh, Justin Jefferson isn't top 5. Justin Jefferson must not be top 5. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid, man. But anyways, your thoughts are our thoughts. Keyshawn Johnson has the dumbest take in the history of sports talk radio. It makes my head hurt. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.